Good evening. Oh, well, now we have chats overlaying one another. Can't have that. You know what? We don't need that chat. That chat can go away. We just need our chat. We don't need Star Citizen chat. What's up, fellas? So, today we have Scam Citizen, the greatest video game scam of all time. There is no game, as we are constantly told. People spend thousands of dollars to buy pixels, and yet there is no game. So, right now, the incredibly expensive scam game, which there's no game, is free to play. Every now and again, oh, hello, Haunt. I see you must have been trying to play Star Citizen, so you hate everything. So, you see, if you try and play Star Citizen like a game, you're going to be very upset. That's not the way to do it. You should not play it like it's a game. It is an adventure more than a game, obviously, right? Like, this is... Didn't someone tell you? You have no idea how to get out of here. All right, well, I'm pulling up to Levski right now because 10 minutes before stream, I realized that I had left my crazy boy ship where I shouldn't. And so I had to fly it back real quick for anyone who'd be joining me. All right. So when you say you need to get out of here, what kind of here is it? Are you in an elevator? Backspace. Oh, you're in Mercy Hospital. Okay, so there should be a room. If you press and hold F, that gives you interaction mode, where you can touch things in the game. And it's crashed again. Oh, no, dude. Fellas, I don't know if it's looking good for the Star Citizen ad hoc free fly event. Because I absolutely, last night, I was like, oh! That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Plus, there's some guys that, like, earlier in the year, I was playing Star Citizen with on Friday nights. I think they're still around on Friday nights, you know? Maybe. You're in awe with how fucked up the game is. You should be. It's amazing. It's a real, like, genuine work of art. So, where's my docking ring here? Well, yeah, it would be the worst game. I just said you can't. Don't try to treat it like it's a game the way you would think of a normal game. No, 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 no. This is not any regular game. This is Star Citizen. I don't know who Neil Breen is, but I bet I'm happy about that. All right, so well, since I had posted that we're gonna do it, I do want to give it a shot, and then here in a minute, you know what? If we can't get it figured out to get started, we'll pull Alaska instead. All right, we have a backup plan. It's good. You can't just go through life on one plan. Certainly not where Star Citizen is involved. The game looks like pickled ass on high? How is that possible? Looks great. It looks great right now. I'm looking at it. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you know what? Okay, so that's a GPU issue, is what that is. When you turn the higher you turn up the graphics, the more it shoves to the GPU. And if it is not like a current gen GPU that is got very flavorful balls, it's not gonna like it. Poppin', I don't know what that means. Low bar followed on kick. Very nice. 3080 Ti is okay. Oh, the static sound worked very good. Hell yeah. Okay, so 3080 Ti might be okay for most things. But like, I don't know. This is a very RAM-hungry game. It's a very it's not at all optimized. There's nothing about this fucking game that's optimized, even slightly. So, it simply may not. Like, the rig I'm running it on right now is got 64 gigs of RAM plus 16 video automatically. No, the card is not significantly newer than the game. Okay, so the game came out for the first time like 10 years ago or whatever, but it's not. That doesn't matter. The reason that everybody jokes about it, like, oh well, but it's an alpha. Okay, but it is an alpha. They change shit all the time, like big shit. And it is genuinely like their development cycle is kind of impressive. The shit that they're cranking out as they go. But it is not at all optimized and is a complete diva for all resources. I make no excuses for it. It's very rude with the resources. 13 years, still an alpha. Yes. So this is what happens when you try and make a game that does things no other game does. And then make that work as an MMO, right? Like it would be weird enough to do a zero loading screen game that has like the full size of the fucking universe in it. On a single player game, that'd be really hard. And then they talked too much shit. So what it really comes down to, they talked too much shit during the Kickstarter, because this was a Kickstarter game originally. They talked too much shit during the Kickstarter, and since then have actually tried to do it. But like, I could just float there. It'd be a bad idea, but I could do it. Like, I could have gone out the door on the other side. And you can't do that in games. Like, I could float out the door, wander over to somebody else's hangar who, if they're stupid enough to have the door open, sneak in and fuck them up. As long as they got a crime stat anyway. And it's not the structured gameplay that is the most fun in this game. It is that you can just do shit. But yes, 13 years and still in alpha. I understand. Very upsetting. So if you go to the login menu where there's a friends list, you should be able to send me a friend request now. It's the one antagonist.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
And from there, we can make a party and you can join right on me. Assuming it doesn't crash again. And that's for anybody doing the free fly with us. Free fly. The fly is free. But yeah, no, even this fucking monster rig, and it's still... Like, I think it may look smoother on stream. You don't have. Yes. Okay. So it's kind of structured like game lobbies to do that. Because right now I don't know what server you're on at all, and it doesn't. So dynamic server meshing is coming, but does not yet exist. And even then, like, the difference is probably we could be on different regional servers. There it is. Very good. Now we are friend. And then you should be able to right click, send party invite, right click, join friend, join party. You reinstalled Starfield to see the new update DLC. It's been more buggy and current drivers a year ago than when the last DLC dropped and I played it. So I didn't play Starfield at all. Everybody fucking review bombed that so hard. I just didn't go for it. I just didn't go for it at all. Here, I'm repositioning a chat window. Here we go. I wanted to want to play fucking Skyrim in space. I did. But people just shat on it so powerfully, like immediately. And I was like, okay, well, maybe not. Maybe never mind, fellas, I guess. Uninspired Bethesda? Okay. Well, No Man's Skyrim. Although I heard No Man's Sky turned it around, man. I heard, I heard they made good. Yeah, launched No Man's Sky. Yeah, that's probably less insane. They fixed No Man's Sky and you still do not care. Common sentiment, as I understand it. Common sentiment. Alright, so Haunt, did you make it onto my server? Or did it explode again? Party invite? Sent. Send it. And you hit the bracket key to accept. I don't know where they decided the bracket key was the best keybind for that. Seems kind of fucking insane, honestly. Let me get my fluids. Fluid. Fellas, yesterday's legs day, when I put that god-awful, nasty mouth guard in, I woke up with a little bit of a sore throat. And it's definitely because of that nasty fucking mouth guard that was sitting in my gym bag for weeks. Very bad idea. Very bad idea on my part. But it did give me like a much more radio voice tonight, I notice. It's very, very like Don Imus. You'd have thrown it away? Nah, man. No, I eat cheese that was left out on the counter. I don't mind. It was not okay, no, stop. It was not moldy. I do not have the VTuber mold curse. It was not moldy. It was just a little. It was a little powerful. That's all. It had some wang to it. That's all. Moldy, gross, dusty mouth. Guy. No, it was not. Mouth bacteria is terrifying. My mouth, my microbiome is really spectacular. It's a really good microbiome. But left to its own devices, you know, in a hot bag for 2 weeks is probably not like ideal. It could have killed a lesser man. I'm fine. It just gave me a more sultry tone for the moment. But like, wouldn't recommend you do it. You know, like that would have been like a top quality dare for someone else. Some would say it's the best microbiology. Not me, but I say it's very good microbiome. That's what I meant. That involves microbiology. I always forget to do the stuffed nose added on top of it when he's talking. He doesn't speak through his nose at all. Went a little far with it there. That ended up not being good. Now, I wonder, they added the ability to stack a lot of items in the recent patch. It wasn't there. The inventory management system was very clunkily built. And first couple of No! What was I? What would I be joking about, Irish? The mouth guard? Koyo, it wasn't moldy. It wasn't mold. There was no mold. There was no mold. Boys, you gotta believe me. There was no fucking mold. Guys. The mouth guard wasn't moldy. It just had a very pungent odor. Okay. All right, fine. Yes, no mold that I saw or tasted or smelled. All right. It was mold free optically. It was an optically mold free situation. It is what they all say. Sometimes they're right. Sometimes we all say, and that's true. There wasn't extra mold. It's fine. There was no, I'm not VTuber mold cursed. But I will throw a little throat spray proactively. A little throat spray. Because I can tell there was supposed to be even a stack all button that they added. I can tell that took a break from the MMA classes. You went back in. Didn't check the mouth guard till after class, and it had gunk in it. Brother, that's yep. That is some shit right there. Wouldn't recommend it, but here we are. Although I think it may have given me a little bit of extra power. I do not have mouth aids, first of all. I would have to have had other aids for my mouth guard to then have mouth guard aids. That's how aids works. It didn't just appear. There was no monkey fucking my mouth guard. Okay. Let's be reasonable, gentlemen. I'm not the monkey fucking type. Ask anybody. Sour tooth curse. Buddy, you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about with that sour tooth. You've met him. You fucking met him. The bacteria developed society and degenerated. Then they got gay and made their own AIDS. It's a whole new AIDS. I wonder if I could actually just have it compete with normal AIDS. I think that could save a lot of lives if there was just a competing AIDS instead of the AIDS that they're all used to. All right, so I know this is like the most riveting. Wait a minute. Why is it zoomed in like that? Oh my God. Capture card. Why is it like that? I just looked over my own shoulder and realized that, like, you can't see the fucking... Hang on. Hang the fuck on. Why is it like this? This is not the whole game screen. This is only part of the game screen. What the fuck is happening? Okay, fellas. Somehow, it decided that it was going to... No, it was not Star Citizen's fault. It was the capture card. Hang on. I'm gonna fix it. This is just very stupid. The capture card does not like to stay in a resolution. But it also doesn't like to let OBS automatically detect its resolution. So it just keeps switching resolutions around. All right, so as riveting as it is for people to sit here and watch me sort my inventory, boys, who's coming? Who's coming to free fly on Star Citizen? Haunt, you sent the friend invite, but it looks like you didn't get in the party. You're blaming both of them. You can blame them if you want. It's just not true. It says you're online. Party invite, send it. Okay, so you're in the same server with me. Very good. I'm sending you a party invite, and you have to accept it. You accept the party invite by hitting the left bracket key. Wait a minute, where'd it go? Any updates with the German dude? No. No, I hope he's gone on to make like the next wait a minute, why does that blog? I hope he's gone on to make the next AFD all on his own. I hope. And I hope he has a great time. He died of bratwurst poisoning. I hope so. I mean, he deserves it. All right, so if you joined on me, Hunt, are you still stuck in fucking Mercy, or did it put you in your hangar? You're in your hangar. Okay. Can I just scroll to... Hell no. Okay. Hunt's Accord. All right, so I'm going to hit invite to party, and then you got to spam the fucking left bracket key, okay? Right by the P key. Here it goes. Invite to party. Hanging in the hangar. There we go. Party created. Okay, go over to your hangar elevator, and once you get inside the elevator, the key panel inside of it should include my hangar as a destination, since we're pals and we're in a party. Yeah. Says you're like 2 kilometers away. Look at this fucking majestic ass, giant ass room. Why is it a puzzle to play with other people? Okay. Good question. And it's because the parties, like, okay, so each individual system in this game sucks so fucking bad and has kind of been cobbled together in the jankiest way. There's new shit coming, but they did, like, they first drafted the fuck out of a lot of back end stuff, and it misbehaves frequently. Here he is. Well, you got to get out of the hangar. You got to get out of the elevator, buddy. It is maximum jank. All right, come on. All right, so, fellas, here we have Hansacord in the, like, not quite birthday suit, but here we go. Right? Let's get this man some armor first. Here we go. All right, do you want to be a speedy dude or a tanky dude? What do you think? He votes speedy. Okay. All right, so we'll go light armor, SMG, right? Does VC work? Yes, asterisk. I have all mine shut off because, of course, like most games, VC turns into, like, proximity voice chat turns into just slurs. So, yeah, it's a pain. Surprise. I know, you're stunned. But, let's see here. We got, let's find some, let me find you some light armor in here. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's heavy armor. See, I'm a heavy armor enjoyer, so I got a bunch of it. However, okay, well, that's heavy armor. That's medium armor, at least. That's... Here we go. We got some Geist. Some Inquisitor armor. An in-world voice blocker. Yes. I feel like with the power of AI, that's an easy one. Here we go. All right, Calico Core. We'll get you one of that. I'll get you a helmet that definitely has crosshairs as an option. All right, that's medium. That's medium. What's that? That's a light one. And multi-like project extraction. Yeah. No. What the fuck is that? I've done too many, like, really... Okay, I think I've only got one of those. I've done too many, like, loot run type things where I was just grabbing and going, so I don't necessarily know. Here we go, we'll get one. We'll get a Geist. You don't need two Geist. One Geist will be plenty. We'll get you some armor pants. Find you some of that. And you know what? Here, you know what else I'm going to do? Because I'm a great guy.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
All right, please watch your step. There's a gigantic elevator in the middle of the room.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
Please stand clear. When everyone gets those Elon brain chips, it'll probably have that function. God, I hope you're right. Factory resets on the non-Bluetoothers. God, that'd be good. I don't see green. I can't imagine. What the fuck? Oh. Well, adding insult to injury, it appears it's not going to let me give you the stuff for some reason. But to be a turret man, you don't actually need any of the armor. It's fine. I was just going to try and be cool. And then I moved and it crashed the inventory. So, but let me tell you what does work. This boy right here. So, yes, there's something going on. I had picked this station for my home base this patch, and no, I turned off the in-game chat. Hit F12 to turn off the in-game chat if you wish, which is a strong recommendation. Now this is an Idris. Light frigate, biggest ship in the game thus far, and certainly the most dangerous. There is party chat, but all right, here we go. All right, so hang on. Let me move multi-chat to the other side of the screen here. There. Okay. So now we've got No. There's no player trading system in the game yet, so I can't hand things directly to you anyway. So that wasn't why. There's just a bug with your main inventory using this place as your home base that we didn't find out until like day 3 of the patch. Very bad luck. Now, I guess in your undersuit, you're all right anyway because you've got a little bit of EVA and you got a little bit of air regardless, and you'll make it. Coming up the excessive ramp. Welcome to the Aegis Idris P. Yeah, all right, here. There you go. Okay, so let's take a little tour around. This is, yes, this is now penis chat. All right, it is easy to get lost in this. It's a pretty big ship, but just head right on up. Here we have where there's supposed to be crew members who manage the hangar doors. There's storage lockers along the way. And then when you get to the main level here, the whole ship is a big circle. Have you got your mini map in your upper left-hand corner? I sure hope so. They got the suds and died. There we go. Okay. Docking collar, airlock, minimap. Another cargo bay. Med bay. Here you can set your respawn. There are only limited respawns per med bed. And you control them with a little screen on there. set your regeneration to this ship so that if somehow you die, you don't go all the way back where you came from. This game has very little. IRL minimap is actually going to be baller. The Ghost Talk thought we... Oh, you know what? Okay, that would be funny. I will add that to the list for premium content. Let me put that in my notes right now. The gang plays Phasmo would be so fucking stupid. And just listening to Flesh pretend that he's not scared would be so good. Unless he actually was not scared. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I got two different kinds of turrets for you, sir. We got one big fuck turret, and then we got regular turrets, which are still kind of big fuck. Wrong way. Big fuck turret is here in the nose. This is for it's big size turret. It'll slap big ships. The round travel time is kind of slow, right? But if you approach the seat and hit the F key, you will mount the turret. It'll take you up and you can look around. Probably functions exactly the way you think a turret ought to function. And it does have limited ammo, however. It's physicalized ammo. So, for now... Yeah. It's for killing subcapitals, right? It put big holes in things. But we've got some speedier ones here. I'll come get you and bring you. If you hold Y, it'll drop you back down out. I guess you found your way. Very good. I can see you moving. All right. So the other turret that you might want to use is over here. We're going towards the bridge because the top turrets, of which there are 4, 2 on either side. You can take probably this one. You'll want to use this one. And let me get us oh, well, you went all the way up to the bridge. Okay, here. All right, so that landing we were just in, there's a turret forward and backward there, right? There's some remote turrets from the bridge, but they're smaller power, and they're not placed as well, so I don't recommend them except as, like, auxiliary. Sometimes I'll jump back to one of those if it makes sense. And I'm going to get us in the sky. If you gently turn to your right, you'll notice the fucking bridge. Yeah, it's a shitload of turrets. This is the big nasty ship. When people talk about Star Citizen, and they're like, "Holy fuck! I can't believe somebody would pay so much money for video game ships." They have a good point. But, yeah, the crew for this is actually meant to be a total of 24 people, is what's supposed to be on this. We don't need a full crew. But, once you get like 5 people on them, they're pretty much unstoppable. Okay, so there are different turret modes, and I don't remember how to scroll through all of them. But you can set the pip to prediction, or you can set the pip to lag. for like just how you want it to display. And the gimbaling changes too. You're not in VR, are you? So I can definitely see how that would make you kind of puke. All right, let's go find something for Haunt to kill. All right, I'm about to get and share a contract. When I do, you'll need to accept it by hitting that same bracket button again, all right? There goes. Shared to you, sir. You have an index, but you're not that insane. Yeah, man, this does... No, we will not have AI controlling the other turrets. There's no AI. I have some of my there. Okay, I've got 12, 11, might be 11. Automatic turrets on this thing, but they are not the primary method by which it's supposed to go. You are the only real turret I've got right now. The other ones are jank. How involved did they make the ballistics? The ship, but yes. So there's, I don't even know what the full like physics situation is. Right click gives you much better view. Yes. They just redid like everything about turrets. So I can't even 1,000% be sure I'd be telling you the truth. All right, now this is pod racing. All right, we're gonna jump. Yeah, we're gonna. That was we're going jumping to quantum, sir. We've got 54.6 gigameters to cover. Plus, all right. So when I'm in quantum, oh, and actually, here why don't you put a diaper on first? You're fine. You're fine. But yeah, the ship movement changes where shit's gonna go. They just redid armor, and I think angles of deflection are starting to be a thing. I don't know, man. It's gonna get real rude with ballistics, but it's also like the way you put the good holes and stuff. Ship armor, like Haunt, the turret you're in now, those are energy weapons. Armor's gonna soak them up real good. You got to shred the armor before you can really do a bunch of damage with it. Ballistic weapons punch armor pretty well, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's all right. I was going to treat it like comic relief regardless. I'm not going to, like, fucking concern post. In fact, the trip is so long, we've got time to dramatically pose. Right? Here. Look at that. So no, that's a good gun to be on. That's going to be the good gun for most stuff. It's a size 5 double turret. It's plenty. The only time you would want to be on the nose turret is for like actual subcapital shit, which we're not going to run into really, unless they changed some of the mission profile. That's perfectly good gun. Good gun. My beautiful wife, would you please bring me my water? Thank you. And then I have the even more giga gun that I fire from the pilot seat. So if we do see something super big and scary, I'll use that on it. And besides, that turret will still like keep shields from regenerating even against something that's got like crazy armor on it, right? Yes, a giant penis monster would be a good thing to hit with the mass driver. Very reasonable question. Very smart question. All right. We have arrived. All right, we're gonna approach target's last known location. Whenever you do start getting radar returns, you can hit tab to ping. I forget if that works from the turret there. And when there are ships to target, you just hit T to scroll through your potential targets. Dropping out of quantum. So everything should be going live. Go ahead and take a few test shots with that cannon. Make sure it's working. Just give it a little click. You can fire off into nowhere. That one, it's an energy weapon, so it's got infinite ammo.
Shields offline. Shields online.
There you go. Okay, it's working. Very good. And for some reason, there we go. Shields are rebooted. We're in business. The auto guns do not obey my targeting. They just target what they can. So if there's some shit that gets within like a kilometer of us, it's gonna light them up. Like this motherfucker right here. Here we go. Congratulations. Targets have appeared. And I'm rolling so that you should have good clear firing above you. Yes. Clanker execution. Coming right up. The range on that should be in the neighborhood of like 3.3. Well, here, I'll roll us down. Nice. All right, well, here, we'll give him some of the business. I appreciate when they stand still long enough for the big slow gun to do the big slow thing. Cosmo Caballero. Sounds like a fucking immigrant name to me. I do like what they chose for the sound of getting hit. All right, there's our target again.
Shields under fire.
All right. Got his ass. All right, so now I'm just going to hop out of this seat because the rest of them are small fighters. And I'll just get on one of these little rinky-dink turrets that's here in the, power it on, remote turret, and we, yowza! Good. Get fucked. 7K 13. I'm sure he's out of control, isn't he? Yeah, you can get caught in like some legit death spiral bullshit. You get an engine knocked off or whatever. Probably not going to get control of your ship back. I don't know why that one's just standing there and let me shoot him. Seems kind of silly. Ship like mine, so there are weaknesses. The number one weakness to this thing... Boy, what? The number one weakness to this thing is that it can't turn much. Although I can fly it very maneuverably. Generally speaking, you know, you're going to turn circles around it, right? And so usually folks don't have it crewed. And so you just get under it and you get behind it. And you blow open one of the airlocks, sneak inside, shoot the pilot in the back of the head, take his ship. Right? In this way, it's actually like way weaker than a lot of other ships. Now, as long as you aren't soloing it, no, it becomes obscenely good very quickly. But it is very cool to do like boarding actions to attack one. That's fun as fuck. It's not that there's a dead zone where the turrets can't reach. It's just like you can individually blow the turrets off, right? The turrets are not inside the armor. The turrets are outside of the armor, so you can snipe off the turrets if you're careful. The automatic guns have a shorter range than like most fighters' guns, right? So if you've optimized for distance, you can needle me to death from like 3.6 kilometers away up to like just under 5 with some like size 3 mass drivers. Can be a real problem. And you can just rip the turrets off, but most folks, they just try to get that rear door busted open and sneak inside. Because that is also like the most fun way to do it, is like just pistol back to the back of the guy's head. Because then it's also like, ha ha ha, you paid so much money for your fancy ship. Well, so I was playing Aska, and Aska's kind of fantasy, but not really, right? It's more like mythological, I'd say, than fantasy. Tell me a good fantasy game. What is a great fantasy game currently? Bitch. So that's the weakness right there, you see. So now I gotta sit here and scoot around. Like this dude, this ship he's flying, it's called an Arrow. It's one of the most maneuverable ships in the game. Dark and Darker. Well, okay, yes, we played Dark and Darker for a bit. Not anything like seriously, but we did play it a little bit. And I guess we just sucked at it way too much to get into it. Missiles incoming. Get that motherfucker, would you? Oh yeah, I forgot we did. We paid for the upgrade. We paid for the upgrade on Fantasy Tarkov. It seemed like it would be so much fun, and then I forget what the stupid thing was that even happened. But I do recall there was some stupid fucking thing. All right, well, you know what? We'll add that to the maybe we'll do that list, right? If there's boys in the chat who have Dark and Darker already and would enjoy giving it a shot as a team. When a bear got me? I don't remember. I know I got lost a lot. I remember that. I had not learned the maps yet. Okay, well that was bullshit. Ooh, big rock.
Shields under fire.
Yeah, I bet they are. Here we go. Nice. You can overcharge my big fuck cannon. Yeah, in a debris field like this, like a team of 3 can fuck you up really bad. There's a lot of things you can do. There's, you know, there's stuff that can just cause shutdown. There's disruption damage, things like that. Where if you can knock the shields down or get inside the shields, come on, fucker. If you can get inside the shields, you can just shut shit off. Now, the debris is an awful lot more dangerous to them than it is to us. The collisioneering in the game leaves a lot to be desired. But, I'll take damage, they'll fucking die. There's an A10 Warthog. Okay, so, and actually those recently became very dangerous with the armor changes. I forget the name of it, but I'm gonna get one. It's just a size 7 Gatling cannon on some fucking engines. And that's like the whole thing. All right. So for these missions, we don't actually have to kill everybody, but I figure it's more fun if we do. Let me see what else is around, because this is a new place. Neutralize threat. Preemptive strike on Philippe Arouse. All right, here I'm going to share you another one. Be sure to accept it. Let's go fuck them up.
Shields offline.
A10 is for when they've got no air defense anymore. Well, in this, it's for stripping armor. And it do. All right. Here, close your eyes real tight. We're about to jump to Quantum again. 3, 2, 1. You know what? I need to remember to do jumps that are long enough that I've got time to schizo post quickly on Twitter. In between, right? Holy shit, 1,702 followers, fellas. And I fucking typoed the Twitch address. I suck. There. Yeah, it might be a problem. Do you have chance to become schizophrenic when looking into the warp? You do. I don't know if that's a game rule, but it's probably just a real thing. That's how they hypnotize you into spending money. You look too long into the quantum. What if you're already schizo? Maybe it'll heal you. We don't know. It might work for the Gladiodrome intro too, brother. I don't know. I wish I understood how he made that, because I need to make like 80 of those. I need for there to be a bunch of them. But I just don't know how they work. But yeah, the turret haunt is in. We got 4 of them up top, 1 to the rear of the ship, and 4 on the bottom. of those. Then we got 4 of the small turrets that are behind me and 11 of the automatic turrets. This thing is a fucking beast. Artist stuff plus science stuff. Yeah, man. Flashing lights. We had some beep boops in there. If you're fully schizo but also too retarded to go insane, that's perfect. That is retard midding. Exactly. Like one of those lobotomy TikToks. Yeah. We're going, fellas. We got it. We've already made it. All right, we are hauling ass through this asteroid field. Contact. I found the little bastard. Where do we find the eldritch creatures? So, like, there is a giant sandworm thing, but I don't think it's very eldritch. Found you some more targets here, Haunts Accord. I've not heard this music before. I guess I just haven't been out. There you go. Get him. That's an EMP ship too, if I recall correctly. I am not going to be able to hit these little fuckers with my real big fuck cannon. Whoop, there's one. God damn. Oh, and all right, well, here's one of the problems is that my radar's too low. I'm going to drop the engines down low. Boost the radar a little bit, fellas. Gotta see what I'm doing. Eat shit. You know what? Let's get a turret. We got shields. Let's use them. I'll take my cape wearing ass down here. Hehe.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green. Shields under fire.
Oh, well, okay, so now that one's a hammerhead. I should actually try and hit that one with the big fuck gun. So the AI is just smart enough to... Yeah, okay. So that one you're shooting at right now? Yeah, we're gonna need the big fuck gun. Never mind on the turret. Here I go. Yeah, okay. So, the target blip stuff is kind of... So they just redid radar like literally 3 days ago to make different kinds of radar, and one of the things they decided that it was going to do is change your blips. So that is why that's the way it is right now. Start charging up my cannon. Fuck that guy. What are you? Pretty safe. Okay. So like my cannon has an effective range of like 10 kilometers, but my radar just got nerfed down from being able to do aim assist, big gunned. Being able to do aim assist out to that full 10 kilometers to like 3, 3.3, 3.6. Come on, come on. Get big gunned. Oh, man. Oop, 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 oop. Got big gunned and still survived somehow. Don't know what that means. So here's our actual target, though. I'm gonna start heading towards the actual target to neutralize. Yeah, I was gonna shoot his fucking whoop, and the goddamn thing, it hit, it struck. We saw it. It's just he didn't die. But no, see, next time we'll be smart. And we'll put we've got to put one guy up top and one guy underneath, so that wherever no matter where they circle around, we've got coverage, and then the AI won't try and hide out to one side of us. All right. Oh, you got one. I heard it. Yeah, he's 9.6 kilometers out and kindly holding still. Nope. Damn it. All right. Ah, my wonderful wife has brought me tea. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah, all right. Ooh, be excited, boys. Coming up soon. Soon. We got a bunch of stuff coming. I got a new incorporation put together for all this. Coming up should be, all the paperwork should be done here within the week. Oh, Evil Dookie Boy. Yo, that's that's a hell of a name. I'm sure it's nothing. The update? The Star Rupture update or the fucking Star Citizen? Today is Star Citizen. Star Citizen is on free fly, by the way. Free fly, which means y'all can join me and you don't have to pay for it. You can just make the account and get online. And it's free fly until the 20th. Nah, Star Citizen. Tell me I didn't put Starfield. Okay, you may have to pay with your sanity, but you weren't gonna use that anyway, were you? But if you've ever been curious about the billion-dollar game, now's the time to check it out. You can come right along with me, hang out in a turret of the most pay-to-play ship in the game. It's a fun time. Yes, this... Oh, okay. So you have no idea where we are. Yeah. This is... It's not that it sells a ship for $30,000. There is a package that includes fucking everything, and it's like $42,000. Okay, it's fucking everything. And you should not do that. Okay, I paid too much for this ship, but I also, you know what, I haven't, right? Like, by the way, this dude that we're shooting right here, this would be a good one. This big fat fuck, this would be a good one to hit with that nose gun. But the thing is, if you have bros and have ever like done a range day, you're gonna spend more money on ammo on like a whole ass range day than this. So it's not that crazy. Yeah, well, okay. I wouldn't say I'm generally a gaming whale. It's just this fucking thing. This game captured my imagination. I'm a fucking space dork for sure. You can steal other people's ships in the short term for sure. I cannot believe I just missed that. You can steal other people's ships in game. You can space pirate, and I recommend that you do. However, like whenever there's a wipe or a new patch, you know, everybody gets their shit back. But that won't always be the case. The game, since it's in development right now, there's a bunch of stuff that is in the system that is not meant to stay. You can steal someone's shit and sell it for parts. Scavenging is a thing. They have whole ass scavenger ships. And you can sell those parts. Alright, he flew around behind us because he's a pussy. But yeah, you can absolutely space pirate. This particular ship that we're in is not very modular. You can can you cut off a ship's cat converter? Yes. Yes, you absolutely can. That is essentially what the scavenge ships do. There we go. There, fucker. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, die. Okay. Like all that shit we blew up, if you were flying a scavenger ship, you could totally come behind us, clean all that shit up, and in so doing, make a bunch of money too. Now, the money in the game is kind of silly right now. You may notice I have like 434 million. The economy in the game is completely out of whack right now because there was an exploit, and they have not eliminate Vanduul's ship. Okay, here, let's go kill some aliens. Yeah, you can be a complete rat in this game, right? Like the reason that I wanted you guys to come for free fly is because I wanted you to see, like, no, you could play the game for free. It is fine. It's fun. Funny thing about this game, you were never curious about it. That's crazy to me, dude. It was like the weirdest space game. And I love space game. But yeah, you could play complete rat in the game with nothing. With just the shit that Haunt was wearing. Do it work on Linux? I don't think so. I don't think so. It barely works on this. It barely works on anything. Oh, you little bastard. Sometimes it won't let you even fucking root to it. All right, here, let's go here. Only here to play with me. That's so nice. Yeah, Linux is not for gaming. Everybody knows Linux isn't for gaming. Come on. More flexible for what? No. For this one, not lower gun. It's just if you see a big fuck, slow, fat fucking ship, that lower gun is going to be better. Linux is very much for gaming. Okay, microslop is a problem. Microslop is definitely a problem. I understand. But, like, learning Linux to combat that, and what the fuck? No, I know it's probably not actually so bad, and I know I should probably do. Listen, man. There's like 7 total skill stacks that I should be using, and I just don't. Like, there's things I need to learn. Proton makes Linux gaming so much better. Okay. Okay, so is there a kinetic type weapon? Yeah, that nose gun is a kinetic weapon. It's cannons. For Gatling guns, the little ones that are here behind me on the bridge, those remote turret panels, those are Gatling guns. And I've got a rear gun spot all the way at the back side of the ship. Here, I'll show you. I think I still have size 5 Gatlings on it. Here. No, they're great. It's just the biggest thing that they run out of ammo is all it is, right? They have limited ammo. Here, jump out. Oh, you're already headed back there. Okay. So all the way at the rear of the ship, there should be a turret that turns you upside down, and it's yeah, you're headed the right way. And that is the tail gunner spot, which is actually the most incredible of spots. Yeah, you're in the right place. Or what the fuck? Did you go? I think because we're in quantum, it's throwing it the fuck off because it's telling me you're like 200 meters behind the ship. So, well, ammo will eventually become a problem, but not that fucking fast. Okay, so that tail gun. If you're in that turret now, Hunt, is it the same kind of guns you had on before? I forget what I. No, oh, you're not. Here, yeah, come this way. Here. So the party marker just totally lied to me, that's all. This way. Dvorak. All right. Here. Rear turret gun. And even if that's not different, it's still probably an even better placement. Because I can hop on a gun on the top side from the bridge really easy. No, I know the delay is ass. Yeah. Well, I gotta set up Discord audio to streaming without having something fucked up happen. What's better than a keyboard for gaming right now? It just depends what you're doing. There's a lot of like controller games that I enjoy the fuck out of. All right. Ooh, player ship. Ah, it's a little bitty player ship. Yeah. Dude, I wasn't going to use any of Flesh's discords for that. I'll make a private one. Easy. All right. So, oh yeah, no, when I came here, it was just to hop to this next one.
Shields offline.
So, what kind of games do I play on stream? I'm still trying to figure that out, honestly. So, we got Star Citizen right here. We got Aska, which was I just love the fuck out of. We got Star Rupture, which just had its new update that I was playing yesterday. I don't know. The gaming is incidental. The yap is eternal. Have I ever played Prey? No. Darktide. Okay, no, my wife is right. Probably Darktide. There will be Darktide rules. All right, let's see if it'll let me root to this place yet. No. All right, you bastard. Can I go to parent location? Yes. Are you going to let me root to it? No. Let's go to parent location. No. All right, well, we're going to... Darktide is... you have IRL purity seals? Yeah. All right, abandon that mission. We're going to get a different mission. The fucking routing is bugged. It's a shame. Here's a new mission. Everybody loves Dark. Okay. All right. Well... Dude... The music in Darktide is fucking spectacular. Oh, you got one of the embroidered ones. That's nice. That's real nice. I only have one that was gifted to me because I always felt way too cringe buying one of my own. So one was gifted to me. Did this fucking thing just send me to the wrong locate? Stop that. Going to this. You bitch. There we go. A little bit of tea. Can I? Maybe I can just see what kind of gun it is. Ah, no, it's the same repeaters in the back there. Damn. Yeah. All right. Well, that's fair, Han. It's not, it was never a matter of someone else making fun of me. It's just that, like, I got into Warhammer when I was a very young boy. So there's a twinge of like, oh, the cringest versions of me are the ones that love Warhammer so deeply, but you know. Also, at this point, I'm 2 hairs away from just going the whole way. I need an inquisitorial rosette fucking signet ring. I'm gonna need purity seals on all of my hardware. You know. Well, okay, I do have an interest in the figures. I've got a whole room of modeling stuff. It's excessive. But the Emperor is very cool. And actually, not just is the Emperor cool, Warhammer 40K does a great job of teaching people the lesson that even if there's no such thing as good guys, there are still your guys. And that's just as important, if not more important. No one is free of evil. Every team does evil shit. But you do have to pick one. You have to pick a team. And once you've picked a team... oh, what's up, Ben? Once you've picked a team, you gotta stay on it. You gotta treat it right. Now, the Emperor is also the good guy, but we don't have to fucking have the argument about it. Well, no. Okay. Oh, no shit, is it? All right, Mr. Kell. Well, I guess I'm gonna need one of those then. I did not realize. That's quite something. That's gangster as fuck. Well, okay, yes, you think everything would have been fine if everyone had fucking listened to the Emperor. Yeah, that's how it always works. But the thing is, nobody is just going to listen to the fucking Emperor. That's not what happens. We all would have been fine if, nobody had eaten the fucking apple, too. If humans were the kind of creature that does what the fuck they were told to do, even when it's the right thing to do, we wouldn't have any of the problems that we have, right? But that's not what humans are. So it's just too bad. So, okay, so here, Irish, here's why not to be Team Eldar. Number one, they're fucking aliens, all right? If one falls in love with you, it's bestiality for her. All right, let's not forget. 2, they are a civilization who has failed, right? The Eldar did not make it. They are never coming back. They're never going to make it back. They fucked up. Ooh, flying in on this one. And I might be able to pop this boy before he even moves. Oh, fuck no. Not even close. All right. All right. He's going to be behind us. Get him. Kicker? Utmost conviction is, of course, very important. The Emperor in 40K and the Emperor in 30K are very different lessons, right? So with the Eldar, oh wait, kicker, okay. With the Eldar, the thing to remember is that they've already failed, right? Right. Oh, see, that was easy. Since they've already failed and there's no coming back, the lesson to learn from them is how to not do that, you know? They're fun to play on the tabletop, and I like their stories. But you gotta be Team Human. Gotta be. We are humans. We get to patrol dangerous sector. Oh, you're actually reading through them. Bless you. Bless your contact. Who? Oh, okay. No, that's fine. There is a 30K. Yeah. Well, that's during the Horus Heresy. That's 30K. It's been 10 years that the Emperor has sat on the Golden Throne. Well, 30K tells you how that happened. And it's actually done really good. Anything by Dan Abnett is amazing. 20K? Dark Age of Technology. Nobody knows. Lost to the mists of time. Let's preemptive strike this Sonny boy. Yeah. Well, There you go. Mission shared. 2 bolter rounds for Erebus. Well, okay, so it's not necessarily the fantasy universe, although it could be, right? So the thing to remember about that is they never specifically say so. And the warp is all in between anyway. So even though it's the same Chaos Gods, that's no guarantee. You've only consumed 40K through lore videos. All right, well, soon on this channel, there will be a lot of 40K content that is going to be taken very, very seriously, like way too seriously. It's going to be perfect. You're going to be way over immersed. So make sure to come back for it. It'll be Saturday nights starting like in a week from now. Ooh, he plays AdMech on tabletop. Okay. So we had this giant campaign, like years in 9th edition, and we never started playing 10th. And I was going to take a look at 11th, and I guess the rules for 11th are starting to come out now. But man, I had in 8th edition, I had a beautiful, terrifying Skitari army. Very, very good. A lot of body horror. Yeah, no, Warhammer tabletop. So, well, the content is going to be online games. But yeah, like the streaming is going to be here. And I would like to figure out how to do like tabletop streams someday, like legit tabletop streams. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to pull that off. I'll have to think about it long and hard. Because you kind of have to have a studio, like a whole ass studio, for that to not be dog shit. You know? For it not to just look like found footage ass behavior. Wrong direction. But we're gonna fucking all the Warhammer games, and I am a walking lore video anyway. Will I wear a mask? Dude, I'm not. Listen, there's no cameras anywhere. Is there a Warhammer 40K P&P game? I don't know. What does P&P mean? Oh, fuck. That's very unfortunate. So if you're watching stream, you may notice I'm suddenly not in my ship. Well, all right. So one of the dangers. One of the dangers of wandering around while the ship is in warp is that sometimes the ship's not quite there. What can you do? You can wait right there. I'm gonna handle business. And I'll be right back in a different ship. I'm sure it's not Starfield. Yeah, no, okay, so if you're in Quantum and the game lags a little bit, sometimes, and by sometimes I mean a lot, well, it's not a lot. It's been months since this happened. But if you're in Quantum and you're wandering around the ship, you're not supposed to do that. This is why. If there's a little lag blip and the ship keeps moving and the player doesn't, that's that. Now you're in deep space. But don't worry. I'm back in... I did set my spawn on the ship. It was out of range, honey. He was too far away. Like, instantly. That's going to be all right. Geller field failure. Exactly. Exactly. So, I'm in the hospital, but I'll have another ship, and I'll be right there in just a second. By the way, if anybody else wants to jump in, now's the time, because you can just ride with me. Star Citizen is a mess, but I love it. It's a mess, but I love it, and it continues to... New things keep happening. I really like it. Like I said, it's been months since I did this, and it only happened because I was being a little cavalier. I shouldn't have done that. It was my bad. The Pop-Tarts are fine. The Pop-Tarts restock. It's all right. What was I wearing when the glitch happened? Hot shorts. I was wearing some hot shorts and really tight tank top. Somebody may have broken the toilet. That's true. A small fire? Go fuck yourself. Don't go setting shit on fire. You can't. That is a thing. That fucking ship, a fire in that ship is such a fucking nightmare. There is a mess hall that has caught fire on me a couple of times in that thing.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
All right. Come on, behave. Yes, it is in fact. You know.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
All right. Let's take the Asgard. How long is it free to play? So for right now, it is free to play until the 20th. Hell yeah, Arson Simulator. It's free to play till the 20th. You should absolutely get it. You should check it out. If you do check it out, use my referral code and I get silly, like if there's enough people, there's like silly little things that I get. But you get a little more in-game money to start with, which is actually helpful. Where link? It's on my Twitter, which is the same as my username everywhere else. So go to Twitter, search the one antagonist. And you know what, though? I should have put it in the stream description, and I didn't. You're absolutely right. So here, I'm going to start this jump to get to where Haunt is now, and I will go post it again. Coming along. Here we go. All right, let's power this fucker on. Let's get out of here.
Aerospace. All systems online. Takeoff complete.
Oh, that's the one. Imagine pirates decide to come after Haunt while he's alone. He'll be all right. Haunt just sent me a fucking a paper bag check, paper bag verification that includes a very clean gun. That's very good. Thank you, sir.
Engines.
All right, here.
Engines online.
Stop being like that. Here we go. All right, and we jump.
Quantum drive is now on.
Oh.
Quantum drive is now on. Landing gear raised.
Okay, well, it keeps trying to send me over there, but I don't want to go over there. I want to go here. Bastard. Let's go.
Quantum trap is now on.
That's more like it. So if you sign up, does it help or you have to play? So I think it actually only gives me credit in the end if you buy something, like eventually. But don't worry about that. If you want to check it out, come play. I'll probably do this a couple more times before Free Fly runs out, right? And we'll just tool around in the big fuck ship. Like right now, we're just rolling some missions because I don't want to try and PvP without enough turret coverage and then have the stream turn into people jumping us. But, you know, I mean, we get 4 or 5 dudes around here. We'll just load up all the turrets. And there are a couple of spots that are like always good for a fight. Man, like always good for a fight. And if nothing else, we can just talk enough shit in global and somebody will want to come teach us a lesson. Oh, shit.
Bogey.
All right, pulling up on the address here. I'm gonna have to come in the side door. And stop. The air outside has no smell. Well. All right. I just don't like Erebus's official pre-heresy portrait. His smug aura mocks me. It does. His smug aura mocks everyone, dude. He's smug as fuck. All right. So, I'm back on board my own ship now. Back on board. You do need... Okay, so Rogue Trader, man, I also did not finish Rogue Trader. I got very demoralized in Act 3 while you maintaining spoiler freeness. Yeah, well, plus it's been like I started playing when it first came out. Yeah, the other ship is just going to sit there. Or I can blow it up, you know. I can just insurance fraud. But there's no need. It's a pretty nice ship. I've got good components on it. They're not going to send anybody to pick it up, but a person might come pick it up. Like, so if a dude comes out here for, like, same kind of mission or has some reason to be here, yeah, they might take that one. It's a good one. It's a good little ship. No, there is a tow ship. This one is not it. There is a ship that could tow it. But I ain't fucking with all that. CRPGs are way harder to stick with since having kids. That makes sense, man. I mean, you've got like actual characters to level up on a very strict time frame. So why would you have fake ones? That's just silly. All right, so aha, dudes found. Dude acquired. Oh shit, one more follower on Twitch to 25. Hell yeah. So fellas, we're almost at affiliate. We're almost at affiliate. I think this actually that would make it. Yeah, it's where I will be able to monetize, blah, 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 blah. So, if you have not followed yet on Twitch, please pop on over and do so. And if you know a guy who sure would like the show, well, hell, don't let him miss it. All right, there is a big fat fuck ship. Yes, and then you can use your Prime sub. All right, you're on the tail gun, right? Here. See if I can flip this fucker around. You know what? I'm gonna go to that nose gun. I'm gonna go to that nose gun for the big fuck. Hell yeah. And then before my next Star Citizen stream, I'll fix that rear turret. I'll get some Gatlings on this fucking thing. You know, just general Gatling. Nice. I don't know if they're just all crashing into me or what. Yep, macro cannon's gonna get it for this fat fuck. Well, okay, so the Idris mass driver is usually a one-hit kill for shit, right? It's like for almost everything in the game. However,
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Shields under fire.
no way. Oh my god, it's smart. Get the fuck back here. Yeah. Have a little chug, 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 chug. Holy shit. I'm missing every fucking shot. There we go. Well? Oh shit, affiliated. Thank you, fellas.
Shields under fire.
That's pretty awesome. So I do actually have to set everything up. Don't try to send Prime Sub or anything right now. I think I might actually have to like still officially apply and be accepted or some shit. I don't know. I've never done this before. So we'll see. But that's very based and fertile. Thank you. All right. Why? Can I get some fucking pips in this place? There we go. Hell yeah. All right. I guess, you know, the game knows to have that guy start running. And you know what else I really appreciate is that you guys are funny, but you're also, like, kind enough to not immediately go and all unsubscribe the second that I'm like, ooh! Yeah, no, I know. It is the gag. It's a classic. It's more classic than You know what? Hang on, let me get this. Maybe I can use these here. Here, this one's a little bit faster of a turret. They'll do it after I end. Well, fucking just wait. Let me push the buttons before you do shit. All right, goddammit.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Shields under fire.
See, this one I get pips. The other one I had to just fucking eyeball. There we go. Come on around, stupid. Listen, Twitch lives a very confused life to begin with. There's no reason to make it more difficult for. All right. They got too much shields for me to do this in a timely manner. Last of the tea, very good.
Contact.
All right. The fuck? Am I crashing into something, it says? Sure didn't look like it. All right.
Shields under fire.
We'll just keep backing up. Popping them with the big fuck gun. There we go.
Shields under fire.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, eat a dick, that guy. Yes, you really do need a crew. Like, I should not be flying it solo. It's meant to have a crew of 24. But it is very difficult to put together a crew of 24 to play this game. You can operate it with just 2 people. You can operate it with just 1 person. I do got 25 followers, that's true. If everybody pull up right now, we gonna get nasty. We gonna tear it up. with 25 followers. What the fuck? What are the stream tags? What have I done? Oh. It's even more difficult to get a crew together that you don't have to pay and is good at what they do. Yeah, that's true. Oh, yes, I am quite charming. Yes, I forgot the fucking... Yeah, I did put that there. I am quite charming. No, I'm not putting Somalian. I don't want to I don't want people to show up expecting Leering Center. In fact, no, that's much better. Leering Center, that's what we'll put. I know there's a way to do it while I'm live, but I don't remember what it is. Found the paper. I was talking about the all sides are imperfect ideology. What? In simulations with simple success models, caring only for yourself and caring for everybody are strategically dominated by in-groups caring for their own. Yeah. Okay. So, it turns out that, like, that's a moth. It turns out, cooperation is very helpful. You can't possibly cooperate with everyone. When do we get to do some asteroid mining? Okay, so that is actually the focus of the current patch in the game. And I don't know how to mine. That was a really sad sounding clap. Hang on. I guess that's better. I set up my noise gate maybe too aggressively. There's hand mining tools. We absolutely can go mine. We're supposed to be mining right now. But simulation with simple success models carry for strategically dominated. So the idea of a complex simulation. Why is ethnocentrism more common than humanitarianism? Well, sure. Okay. Solid paper. I don't know why you needed a whole paper to answer one is real and the other one isn't. You know? It is not possible to care about all of humanity, especially not as widely defined and as just broadly and shallowly defined as we've made it. So I don't think it should be a surprise to anyone. And especially when you, like, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that almost everyone does it automatically without thinking about it. Humanitarianism is giving all your shit away to people who ultimately would rather you died. See, it doesn't have to be. Germans definitely don't care about themselves. Well, no, because, you saw what they did to the ones who did. So I'm sure there is something that would change that. I just don't know what it would be for them at this point. You know? Yeah. Those bastards. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly us back to Levski. All right? Because I want to make sure I do actually whatever the affiliate thing is that I have to do before Twitch changes their mind. And I can sit here and jibber jabber on stream, but I can't fly and do it at the same time. Although I guess it is already been a couple hours. This fucking thing. Why are you like this? There is autopilot. You just had to set the autopilot, and the autopilot didn't want to work. Wonder why that is. Imagine the exact same intelligence statistics, but with a means for IQ or G placed further up, like a 200 average. Hard to imagine there being any problem with humanitarianism with the same humans, you know? So let me make my best arguments against that. You will still have, there will always be in-group, out-group preference. There must be. It's a part of existence. If nothing else, I have my pals, I got my friends, and then I got people who are not my friends. We haven't made friends yet. And if everyone is my friend, then that's no longer a distinction. Don't call me Shirley. Yes. It's no longer a distinction. And there stops being such a thing as a friend. People are different. And so even if there were only 200 IQ gigachads on average, humanitarianism would still run into the problem of it being too open. You have to be able to exclude things. For a designation to be meaningful, some things are it and some things are not it. I think that's the problem with humanitarianism. I think that we have a lot of things being called human that aren't. We are programmed for it because in-grouping is biologically advantageous, because it's strategically advantageous. Yeah, of course it is. And that's a good program. Because in-grouping is biologically advantageous. You know, it is strategically advantageous. That's the way things function. So navigating it involves, let's imagine for a moment that we have our infinite 200 IQ only situation. You're still going to have, clearly we still be benefited from it at 200 IQ, but it wouldn't seem important. Well, yes, it would, because now your outgroup that you are facing, who may take advantage of you, who claims to be humanitarian, but probably isn't as humanitarian as you and your friends, the guys you know who you trust specifically instead of just generally, man, these other guys might take advantage of your guys. And the kind of enemies that you have are 200 IQ gigachads. They're not scaredy cats. They're not dumbasses that you can take advantage of and manipulate. Those are like, they're capable of being exactly, especially when they're 200 IQ. So you're still going to have conflict is inevitable. Group conflict is inevitable. You just got to pick what kind of group you're going to conflict according to. You know? And so that's the real lesson of Warhammer 40K. There's no good guys, but there are your guys. Who are your guys? Because the Space Marines and the Eldar and the Necrons and AdMech, they're all 200 IQ. Let's not be fucked around. Okay? They are all geniuses. They're all beyond us. They're all amazing. It's sci-fi fantasy, man. Right? It's incredible. Irish's hope springs eternal. He's Team Eldar. He's sure of it. We're going to make it. Well, so Austin, unfortunately, I'm of the opinion that 40K is poetically real. Okay? The reason that 40K is good is because it's kind of just fucking real, man. Don't worry about the particular names of things. Always has been. Don't worry about...
There. All set.
All roads do lead to the God Emperor. God Emperor of mankind is a perfect archetype portrait, you know? Team Eldar, being the good guys, means that to you, the bygone days, which are gone, like truthfully gone, were always better, right? Anyway, all these 200 IQ guys still have flaws, and they still have conflicts that they cannot resolve. They still have things they just can't do. Well, not only have things been inspired by real life events, I just mean that, like, archetypally, they're just true things. Is there such a thing as the blood god? Do you serve him when you act in rage? What about if you have an honorable duel? And it turns out, like, yeah, kinda, you do. Is there such a thing as a prince of excess? Probably. The one that I have found is the best to use as an example is Nurgle. Because decay is decay. Things fall... Oh, perspective is a son of a bitch. Decay is decay is decay. And especially in recent times, the thing that has plagued people the most has been giving up. We are capable of much more than we do. Fury, have I read Dune? I have read Dune. It's been a long time. Righteous fury and indignation in the name of the Emperor's cleansing light is the only option. It is. But also, one misstep, and it stops being in service of the Emperor and is now in service of the blood god, isn't it? The thing is, all of these things can go wrong. Oops. Since all of these things can go and do go wrong very easily, you have to walk this really fine line. There is such a thing as being possessed by an idea or a demon, like we were talking about before. Since that's true, you have to act like it's true. And when you do, you realize that, like, no, you have to constantly gird your mind against...
Landing complete.
You have to constantly gird your mind against failing like that. Is your anger righteous? Is it? Are you sure? Well, it better be. If you're taking lives with it. And if you're not taking lives with it, is your anger impotent? Because that's also bad. Right? So this is the never ending. This is the never ending thinking. All right, Haunt. It is time to disembark, sir. If you backspace it now, you'll end up in Mercy Hospital. Or come with me if you want to live. You're only a little stuck. Here we go. All right, out the airlock. Here we are. Welcome to Levski Station. It's kind of fucking commie hippy-dippy bullshit, but I'll figure out a way to blow this place up at some point or another. The way you get around stations, blessed is the mind too small for doubt. And this is why. For him, his righteous anger is in the name of the God Emperor and executed exactly as it should be and against his enemies. I have to expend much more effort to be sure that anything I ever do or feel is okay. he is probably the one who is right. I am most likely the ridiculous one. All right. So, if you log out here, it'll put you back in your hangar. When you log in next, and I'm going to start pushing buttons. Fellas, thanks for coming out. We'll have more free fly here soon. Hopefully I'll drag a couple more y'all along with me for it. And if I'm really smart, I'll even figure out how to get Haunt and everybody else some equipment. You're pulling up next time? Hell yeah, Evil Doogie Boy. Hell yeah. Austin, you'll install for next time? Hell yeah. I will be counting, I will be holding you to it. Follow me on Twitter for updates. All right? I don't know when I'm doing it yet. I don't have like a streaming schedule yet, but I'm putting it together. Had a guy crash out over some time ago who took his long bar. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go and affiliate it up, okay? I will have like emotes next time on Twitch. Guys, do not look up my podcast. Guys, my podcast, Gladiodrome. Do not look it up. Gladiodrome. Gladiodrome number one. Gladiodrome number one. Gladiodrome number one news commentary podcast in Estonia. And number 9 news podcast in Russia. Well, it's not just road to money. It's road to making the rest of their shit work, right? That's the real deal of it. The money is hilarious. Yes. The money is going to be always... Any money that I get through any of this is only going to be used for the best shit. You'll see. Thank you. This has been Antagonist Drome. Yes. Dumbass. All right. Now I have to turn off all of the streaming things. Yes, frog jumping. All right, fellas. Follow me on Twitter for updates. There will be more. There will be more this week. Like a lot. Probably. All right? All right. Oh, wait. You know what I keep forgetting to do? Twitch and Kick both have a raiding function. Let's see if there's anybody we can raid, fellas. Let's see if there's anybody we can raid. Hang on. Pow. All right, we're raiding Twitchy on Kick. And let me see if what can we get on Twitch? What can we get on Twitch? Where's the fucking thing? No? Raid channel. Here we go. Who can we raid? Oh. Anybody I'm following? Double Twitchy Buggy raid. Here we go. Twitchy Buggy raid time. All right, guys. Follow me on Twitter. Twitter. All right. And we'll see you for the next one. Let's go.